Wednesday the 30th of April, and the new topics are ordering fractions and decimals, linear inequalities, and solving quadratic inequalities. So when we have a question where we have to order fractions and decimals, we want to convert them with the same thing to start. I prefer to convert them to percentages, but it doesn't really matter. So 1/2 I know is 50%, or 0.5. That's 30%, that's 75%, and that's 40%. And always write down your conversions so that you can get marks in case you make a little error on the next bit. Then just be careful to read what the question says. It says start with the smallest and write them in the original form. So 0.3, 0.4, 1/2, 60%, and 3/4. Number 2. So solve the following inequality and present your answer on a number line. So just pretend it's an equals. And if I was solving this with an equals, I'd want only terms with x on one side and numbers on the other. So I'm going to take away x from both sides. It's easier to move the smaller one, and then we're avoiding negatives. And then I'm going to take away 1 from both sides. So I get x alone, which gives me 4. And on a number line, what that means is there's going to be a circle above the 4, and because it's greater than or equal to, that circle gets coloured in. And just think, look at the sign. The sign is an arrow pointing in that direction. So I need to draw an arrow going this way. And I'll just add on a few more numbers. Solving quadratic inequalities. When you solve a quadratic inequality, you must sketch the quadratic. You must. These are about 4 marks and they're a grade 9 question, higher tier only. So to sketch quadratic, the first thing we need to do is factorise it. So that's going to be x plus 3, x plus 1. And if that were to be equal to 0, I would have had roots at x equals minus 3 and x equals minus 1. So we'll sketch what that quadratic looks like. It's going to be a U shape because it's a positive x squared. And the y-intercept is this number here. Just a good habit to label that. Now, because our sign is greater than, that means my solutions are anything above the y-axis. And my little trick with this is I would normally think of this as a smile with little ears on the side. And then we're going to have x is less than minus 3 or x is greater than minus 1. Okay, next one. So factorise again. We're going to have minus 5 and plus 4. Imagine that was an equals. I'd have roots at x equals 5 and x equals minus 4. Sketch it. It's positive again, so it is a U shape. And its y-intercept is at minus 20. Now this time, it's a less than. So that means I'm looking underneath the x-axis. I said y-axis before, sorry. Underneath the x-axis. And that means that my inequality is going to be a double inequality. So x in the middle. And then 2 less than signs, a minus 4 and a 5.